Crewe Town Council moving on with the new roof. It looks as though they've done both buildings, the existing one and the new one. So presumably they're going to get some slates nails on in a bit, but full speed ahead. We're just looking at High Street and the unmowed area. Trying not to drop the camera at the same time. We have got a lot of wild flowers. So we did query when it was first put in, was it supposed to be a wildlife garden? You can see all sorts of flowers, daisies and God knows what. Don't know what that is, but it's quite interesting. Lots of daisies there. So this tends to be a good idea. We'll call it a wildlife garden, let it go to rack and ruin and all wildflowers, and then we don't have to mow it. So that generally is the idea, that there's no maintenance, you just let it go rampant. But considering there's a lot of these about, it looks as though some of this has been planted. So we'll see how it goes. It's certainly something they don't have to maintain, isn't it? The trees are now all doing well, they've got through winter okay. Some of them got a bit of a High Street, they've got some allium, wonderful flowers these, and they should go a lot bigger. Always very popular in the Queen's Park, these, and they do attract a lot of bees. And we have got quite a few police whizzing about and blue lighting it down here. Perhaps they spotted a piece of grass. So still no signs of it opening. It's all fenced off apart from a little bit there and a little bit there. So when's it ever going to open? I'm trying to work out what all these lines are supposed to be, presumably something to do with the railway, but it's a bit vague. Well, everything is looking very green, but when you look, I think I've seen a little blade of grass somewhere, but the majority of it is just weeds. Of course, they could be crafty now, couldn't they, and say it's a wildlife garden and just let the weeds grow. I think there's a couple of bits of grass down there somewhere. Well, the weeds are really going to town. P&M have got a nice new window, the design. Whether some of the trainee doctors and brain surgeons have been responsible, I'm not 100% sure. I can't say I've ever noticed that before, but outside Iceland it looks like it's been snowing and the whole area is covered in this white whatever it is. Very strange. Well, these don't quite get the message, do they? But by law you must have a license to play this music. And explain to them and show them online and everything how to get a license, and they totally ignore it. And it's no different than robbing something, because if you try and make a song or a photo and you use it, you have to pay. It's no different than going in Asda and nicking something. So it's recorded for evidence. And there is a complaint about the noise as well. So you've been shown that you must have a license. Yeah, they run off. He knows full well he's breaking the bloody law.
Your grace is amazing. Let me hear the worshiper. Where's all of my praises?
Go on the bank, get the money out, pay for the license. Late in the day, but they're now watering the plants and the grass. I think they're only doing the plants actually. I don't think you give us stuff about the grass. I was just talking to the garden. Apparently they got the soil depth wrong, so a lot of the plants they have to dig them up and replant them. So that's delaying things. So it'll be open God knows when. On the Crewe Town Council roof they seem to have finished it, so they've clocked on with that. Usually takes a long time, but they've seems to be the whole lot's been done. So they have half moved on that one. And they have done the building next door as well. So I thought they'd finished, but they've done the front bit, so the side bit's still not done. I don't know whether I can see around the back. No, I can't see around the back. So the front's done. And pray they don't get any rain. And Christ Church, there's loads of nice flowers now, all these white ones. And you've got these yellow bushes. All looking very spectacular. And just to keep with the yellow theme, we've got a lot of buttercups. We've got a lot of this periwinkle, and this bloody grows absolutely anywhere. This does. Coming here, there and everywhere. More white and yellow around here. All good stuff. And Web House, there was ways you could get in, like this being bent here, so they boarded all that up. Could have bent it all back, but it's taken a lot more boarding up, stop people breaking in. Now the Queen's Park car park part 2, it's sort of a repeat of part 1 really. Got the diggers here, we've got all the edging stones up, so now they've got to get some gravel down, get some tarmac down, and we've got 6 weeks to do it. So we are progressing. The other one of course is now open. On Queen's Park we are having Afro Fest, June the 6th. Come dressed in your carnival costume, enjoy delicious food, thrilling rides and fantastic entertainment. Supported by Crewe Town Council. What you want with all this is when we're going to have something for old age pensioners. Never ever have anything for old age pensioners. Well, the shop down West Street with the big bump has now been boarding up. But what the hell's caused it? Because One hell of a smack, that's it. Not a bit much of a boarding up neither. Well, pigeons are enjoying the new park, which is open to them if it's not open to any bugger else. Plenty of them. Well, the site manager last week said it would be open on Monday. And guess what? It's not. So it's what, about a month behind now? Did nobody actually finish work in time or what? Still looking for this blade of grass. I think I've spotted a blade of grass there. No, it was a weed. Well, Farm Foods are actually the tile giant next door. We did see last week that the old shop there has been boarded up, but now they're starting work on this one. So that's going to be the new Farm Foods all the way along there. So there is rumours that they're going to have a really cheap sellout when it closes for refurb, so keep us out on that. We might be around for a few cheap bargains there. The dome, we've got this build, whatever it is. We don't know what it is. And they've added it on as an afterthought, so it looks like some sort of gateway. If you can find anybody to ask what it's all about. It doesn't make any sense other than like a big gateway there. Why it's been added on and why they've got bits of, you can just see the bits of wire there, I don't know what they're for. Well, Crewe Town Council, if I stand back a bit and zoom in, we can see that they're now working on the back and the side of the roof, because you can't see when you're close to. So that's all progressing. I wonder if Cheshire East are now going to say this is a wildlife garden and not a lawn. You can actually see, I think there's some actual grass growing. Well, if you look up, it's just weeds after weed after weed. So if they abandon it and say, oh, well, it's a wildlife garden, probably about right. A couple of weeks ago we did say about this poorly bollard that's barely hanging on, and still doing that about it. We'll wait until it completely breaks and blows into the road and causes an accident, shall we? On Municipal Square, and we've got some fresh flowers for this memorial, which we're not sure what it is because we can no longer read it. Now earlier on the brain surgeons and heart surgeons were out having their tipple, but for some reason by about 11:30 they go. Probably it's due, they're probably operated by now, aren't they? So just having a quiet drink before they carry out some complex brain surgery. Now the big screen's got something about the Cheshire Archives again. And they're advertising the Afro Fest in the Queen's Park. And again, I said before, why the hell can't we have something for old age pensioners? There must be so many old age pensioners who love some of the old, you know, when people could sing, like Roy Orbison and Pavarotti and various others. Because in the old days they came on and sang, they didn't dance about. Because it's a physical possibility to actually dance about and sing with any sort of proper power at the same time. You never saw Pavarotti or Roy Orbison dancing about. And boy, could they sing. I'm sure a lot of old age pensioners would like to see a lot of the old, good old days, but we never get a look in, do we? A little taxi place, they've got the front finished now, apart from having a door and a window and the girdling about up there, so we still don't know for sure what it is, whether they're expanding next door to there. I'll find the wheel. There's a big hole appeared. I don't know what it's for or why they're doing it, but it's appeared. Well, next to the DVLA, the old shop here, you can now become a volunteer, and it's to help her place. So it looks as though that's going to open as a charity shop, come whatever. There hasn't been men in there working. Right, we're in Platform and they've got a new exhibition which is about...
So this is the end of year show from the HND Fine Arts students at South Cheshire College, and we're really glad to have it in. It's called Resurgence. We've got, I think there's about 10 or 12 different students doing different media, painting, mixed media, photography, cyanotype, and it's just lovely to have it in. Like, we're so glad to be able to work with the college and give the students the opportunity to show their work. So this work is up for the duration of this month, and then next month we've got the graphic design students and students doing the textile art and fashion and textiles, I think it is, course as well. So that work will be up here, and it's just great. And we're open on Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays.
So this exhibition's on till
the end of the month, and then it swaps for a different set of student work, and that will be on for the month of June. Yes, that's the month, isn't it? And I just love it. It's so lovely. The college have done such a good job of arranging all the work, and the work by the young people is really like colourful, and there's a real mixture of everything, and some of it's quite dark and some of it's quite playful, and so it's just a great combination. So particularly, you know, we're open on Saturdays. It's a great time for people to come and have a look around. I would encourage you to do so.
Oh, we'll have a look at some of the artwork. Interestingly, each one has got a little notice by it telling you what it's all about, and some of them even have business cards. And they're sort of divided into different sorts of artwork. I say every one has got the details from the student. We've got some like comic-y book things. And it's not restricted. We've got a carpet. That's a bit different. Like a children's one. And then we're given details of what to do, and then they create whatever it is. Well, this is obviously black and white photography. And we've got more around the other side. I'll just have a word with this man. Oh, he's meditating. So all sort of totally different artworks, or something for sort of everybody. I mean, that's certainly very arty, that is. And again, everything's telling you about it. And that's quite a modern artistic thing. So this is a platform, so come down, have a look, and there'll be another exhibition soon. So there's all sorts of things going on here. We've got robots. And this is some sort of children art. Pebbles and whatever. Handcrafts. It's all going on. Well, down High Street we did report this High Street market had been raided by the police and closed down, and the next minute it was open again. But now it's definitely closed. It's all boarded up. And a bloody big sign. So it is definitely